Have I been unknowingly jerking off my cat? Hey, veterinarian here. First off, is he an intact male? If so, you may have been stimulating him. Tomcats don't tend to extend the penis when relaxed very much. It's possible, although it'd depend on exactly how you were rubbing him. I actually have a story about this from a client. A few years back when I was first graduated from vet school, I worked at an location. We had a younger woman, early college, bring her intact male Bengal cat in because he was acting weird. Her roommate had a female car who had gone in heat, and he'd tried to breed her, but the roommate didn't want kittens, so she had the female cat spayed. After that, the male wanted to have another go, but the female kept beating him up. The roommate had a fuzzy coat that the item cat liked to lay on. So whenever the female cat would leave after laying on the coat, the male would go over, bite the coat, and I'm quoting, his little lipstick would come out, he'd make growling noises, and then there'd be a wet spot behind. The owner was very concerned that he was hurt in some way. So I'm there, trying to tactfully explain to this young lady that his lipstick was his penis and the cat was masturbating on the roommate's coat. I finally had to explain that he was ejaculating. And after a bit she understood and was mortified. She asked, "What should I do? It's her favorite coat." My response was to get a good dry cleaner. And in horror the girl said, "Oh my God, she wore that to class today." I had to walk out of the room, I was laughing so hard. My cat's pee-pee comes out when he's kneading and it's very weird. IDK what it means lol. What a terrible time to know how to read. My 3-year-old son did this to a goat at a petting zoo. He was petting the thing on the back and the goat started shifting back and forth until out of the corner of my eye, I see that little pink rocket pop out from between its legs and flick something before it starts dripping. I just shook my head sadly and said, "Son, let's fucking go." And that was almost as bad as the time I was at the Indianapolis Zoo seeing the walrus in that underwater viewing area. A little 4-year-old girl was running back and forth across the viewing window playing a little game with the walrus who would follow her back and forth. It was actually pretty adorable until we realized that he was using his front flippers to swim back and forth and his foot flippers to stroke his massive erection. Her parents just laughed and said they'll remember this for when she's older. Story time. My friend had a cat. Had him for about 8 months at the time. One day we are all chilling and he comes for some attention, so she picks him up and hold him flat to her chest and gives him some love. Nothing I would consider strange or out of the ordinary, but he sure seemed to be into it and final lets out a big yowl that made us all laugh and he jumped down. As I finish laughing from this cat's yowl, I look up and notice a huge wad on the front of her shirt, and it takes about as long as it takes to say, "What the fuck is," to realize what it was. At what point I burst laughing even harder while my 2 friends look at me like I am an idiot. Between gasps and wheezes I manage to point at her shirt and wheeze out something along the lines of, "Happy ending." She looks down, and being a mom who's used to all sorts of stuff from her sons, grabs this wad of cat cum and smears it between her fingers trying to figure out what it is. I laugh even harder for the 5 seconds it takes her to realize and start freaking out because she just finished a cat all over her chest. Can someone tell me how to delete this memory? I initially read the title as, "Have I been unknowingly jerking off to my cat?" And I honestly can't tell you which one is worse, rolling on the floor laughing. I have glasses. I literally paid to see this shit. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. I literally just opened Reddit. GIF. How to delete someone else's post. Oh, to be myself 5 minutes ago. Literacy is overrated. How dare you, these were my good eyes. Ayo, what the fuck. Since it doesn't seem like anyone is willing to give a real answer. Probably not. Unless you are actually grabbing hold and going to town, you aren't jerking him off. Does he get pleasure from belly rubs? Definitely. Is it weird? Definitely. Should you cut back on the belly rubs and get him a special friend to spend time with? Maybe? Animals do weird things when neutered. I would be a little flattered that my cat was so in love with me that he gets physically excited when pet. But I would also be uncomfortable. This is from a guy who has been jizzed on by snakes. Snakes just really like me for some reason. I think you can relate to my mother's story. She took her very fluffy male cat to the vet, worried about a bump on his abdomen. Vet told her it was the cat's penis. So at least you didn't have to pay someone to tell you that you've been petting cat dick. I don't care what any of the comments say. This made my day. Because I, too, am in the same situation. Look, here's the deal. My partner's male cat loves belly rubs. So I oblige. He has the cutest, teddy bear-esque belly. So he rolls over and gets a look in his eyes. Just like yours. And before I know it, his little ween is out. And he also made a very provocative sound. I screamed. I ran into the living room screaming, "No, no, no," over and over again. It ruined me. I couldn't even look at him for the next few days. Every now and then my fiance likes to bring it up just to scar me all over again. Anyway, just keep doing the belly rubs, but maybe not so low. Ya know? I stay in a certain area and do not deviate. My female cat also likes having her belly rubbed. I'm definitely not stimulating her, lol. She just likes having her belly rubbed. Please, just one normal Reddit post.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.